Hello, everybody. Welcome to an episode of Jazz Cats. It's a special episode for me today because one of my favorite jazz artists. I'm having the honor, privilege to do this interview and speak with her and meet her via the remote technology. So tonight we have. I don't even really know how to do justice to introduce her. So I'm gonna just get right to and let her name say it all. We have a jazz legend in the house tonight. Well, not in the house, but on the show tonight, Miss Nina Freelon. So thank you sincerely for
Thank you.
being a guest and allowing me to interview you. I
Thank
know I know you probably do a lot of this type of stuff, and people tell you the same thing all the time that, oh, it's an honor, it's a pleasure, it's all that. But for me, really, I have a list in my head of people who I've always, in the jazz world, who I've always wanted to meet, and who that it means something to me. And those who have passed on, I can't have that privilege, but it's a few. So I got to meet Dee Dee Bridgewater
you.
uh, not long ago, and I got a chance to watch her perform up close and personal, and that was amazing and kind of. So sometimes, like being in this business myself, I don't normally fan out and do that, but in some cases, it really means something to me. And I was born into the music business, so I've been around celebrity and all due to my parents. I've been around it all my life, so it's not the celebrity part of it. It's just the people who I really admire and respect, and when I get to being meet them and things, it means something to me. So I said all that about me so I can get into you, but I wanted you to know that you were appreciated sincerely.
Appreciate it.
Okay, so this is a show. This everybody. This is our first time talking to each other, so I have to introduce myself to her. Everybody, the whole world knows who you are, but nobody, only a few people know me. So I'm here in Detroit, and I am Roger Penzabene, and I CEO of WJZZ Detroit Jazz Radio, and I do this every day, but this is a special occasion. So I just want everybody to understand this is a little different for me interviewing you. So I don't want to ask all the things that you typically get asked. Typically, they ask you the same stuff. I want to jump right into you and ask some questions about you. And I left my notes in the other room. So one thing I want to clear up is uh, I got some discrepancy. It was one thing said 6 time Grammy nominated. The other one said 7 times. So which one is it?
Seven.
Seven.
Yeah.
Okay. And I want you to know this too. I love most of the songs you sing, right? My two favorites are um, I'm So Pretty and um, uh, man, I'm excited. But let me talk about I'm So Pretty first. Only time I ever heard that song sung before was Rita Moreno um, uh, was on West Side Story,
Right.
and you did it totally different, and it's and it's not. I don't think that never was like a single or anything. Somebody had to like just be on that album to. Do you do that as part of your regular shows, or
Yeah.
you still sing that one to this
Yeah.
day?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
I feel it's a stand.
okay. And the other one was Prelude to a Kiss.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
and I hear what you're talking about now with the delay in the thing. So I guess it's too late to do something about that. So we just gonna have to ride through it and make the best of it. But what I love about your style of singing, and this is why I think everybody should come and see your show. Who, if they're not hip to you or what you do or the style how you do it, without seeing you when you sing, it's just about every song. Like when you sing and they don't have to see you, just on the record, it's an air of like class and sophistication that comes through just the style, just the way like whether it's up tempo or it's a standard or if it's like I'm gonna say like a social commentary song, like I know you did like different songs before, like what we um, what people would call political or protest songs, but like your style, how you do it, like if somebody never saw you in person or never dealt with you, it's like a classy lady comes through how you sing. I hope I'm explaining that right.
You drop compliments a snowstorm. I love it.
Okay, well I'm glad you love it, and I'm gonna let you talk. But part of this interview is to get to your new project, and you're coming to Detroit on the 8th, and you'll be coming right off the back of the Detroit International Jazz Festival, which is the biggest free jazz festival in the world and one of the biggest, one of the oldest.
Right.
And we got, so part of my job is to promote this and sell this. And it's a double obligation for me because the station we do a residency there. So I'm quite familiar with the Aretha Jazz Cafe in Detroit and inside the legendary music hall. So you'll be here September the 8th in the Jazz Cafe. And what I'm telling everybody, it's a small, intimate space. So they'll be close to you. It's great sound and they're really, that's to me, you are the entertainer who's traveled all over the world. But I would think when you do the smaller venues and the more intimate venues, it's a for the artists, especially such as yourself, because you have a lot of passion when you perform. Is it a different show you doing a small venue versus Carnegie Hall type venue?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a person who really likes people.
Okay.
So the intimacy is very comfortable.
Okay.
I love it. Um, I've been doing this for 5 years.
And
So I'm coming to see people in Detroit. I haven't been in a minute. So coming to this jazz cafe thing, I want people to know is it's on Monday.
okay.
So just extend your weekend by one more day and
Okay.
come on out. 2 3 on Sunday night. Not maybe the normal weeknight go out, but it rooted well with my travel.
Okay.
So I'm just thrilled to have the opportunity.
And I was gonna say, now you say you've been doing this 55 years, and when I do the math quick in my head, I'm like, okay, maybe because my mother used to. It was you, Shirley Bassey, Dionne Warwick, Nancy Wilson. My mother had a famous jazz club here in Detroit, so I don't know if are you familiar with Watts Mozambique?
No.
Okay, that was a famous jazz club. Her club was called the Jazz West. It was right next door. So I've been around a lot of, people, Spanky Wilson, Marlena Shaw, all of. So you are one of the ladies that she used to listen to at home, and they would perform. And then I had to think, wait a minute. So I guess that is a long time. But again, looking at you, it doesn't seem like you've been doing nothing for 55 years. So, and I mean that as a compliment. It's like,
I appreciate it.
I didn't know that much time had went by. It's like because I'm coming into your sound and your music on my own, I kind of like, in my head it started right there. But you done went 55 years, and I'm 60. So I'm like, wait a minute, that's some deep math, but you look amazing, respectfully.
Thank you.
So okay, you're coming here, and you're gonna do the Aretha, and it's an intimate venue, and I think, to me, being up close like that is better than in a big stadium or anything like that, and you can connect better. So that's, we got a lot of people who follow us, and they come to the shows we recommend. And so I just started today trying to put the word out about this. But are you bringing a band with you, or are you going to have local Detroit people play?
No. I'm bringing my band.
Okay.
We've been on tour in the Midwest. So yeah, we just going on through. Looking forward to it.
Okay, cool. All right, and is in the people in the band, and you are more appealing to serious jazz people. So, do you want to name the people in the band that we might know?
I don't know if you know what that. No, not. But I'm bringing a guitar trio. Keith Gans on guitar. Kenny Davis, New York bassist, and Jared Warren on drums. So really looking to it. A tight little duo. We just gonna have fun.
Okay, cool. And I don't know those names, but one thing I do know with confidence, if they're good enough to play in your band, then they must be good. So I can say that with confidence, and that's how I really feel. And some artists, you can trust that that's what it's gonna be. So we got the new project. So I don't want to be remiss. It's a few things I want to ask, but let's talk about the new project. You're on a tour. And it's been a long time. When other than the 8th this coming year, when was the last time you were in Detroit, and where?
I think it's been 8 years. And I was a big fan, and I played jazz festivals years ago.
Okay. So yeah, that's why I think it's such a treat that they get to see you now. So have you been touring consistently, and what kept you away from Detroit so long? I hear that a lot.
Yes.
Huh?
You just roll up, play.
So somebody had to book you to promote. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I hear that a lot from a lot of the jazz artists, the more veteran and legendary ones. And because we get some of the quote unquote smooth jazz artists all the time, but we rarely see artists of your stature and stuff like that. And we have the venues. So I'm taking this intel to act as the owner of the station and a promoter so that means something to me to know why. So it's kind of mind-boggling to me that nobody hasn't reached out to you in all this time, including the Jazz Festival. But I'm glad you're here now. So is it just one date, one night only?
Yeah, it's one night only.
And tickets on sale right now.
Yeah.
And everybody that did, so is it Eventbrite, Ticketmaster, or they contact Jazz Cafe directly?
I think they should contact Jazz Cafe. I don't know how they do their tickets, but y'all got a computer
Okay.
can figure out how to get it. I hope people come out.
Okay. Oh, they're gonna come out for sure, especially if I got something to say about it. But is it going to be an opening act, or are you just gonna do the whole thing? It's just all you, and that's it.
I'm to play.
Okay. Okay. I appreciate that.
Play. This
Okay.
is to company people around.
Okay. Okay.
And right now, we need some joy. People need some hearts for their heart. This is a very difficult time for a lot of us. People have lost jobs. People are in transition. And I'm going to bring some joy.
Well, you already spread joy with me already. Soon as I saw your name, I was and I get those kind of emails all the time. Most of the time it's from artists I never heard of. So when I saw your name, Ed will tell you. He said, "Call me Ed." He'll tell you. I jumped right on it, and I wasn't trying to rat her out or nothing, but LaShonda, I was like. I sent her this a few days ago. What's taking so long? So normally I have somebody to handle all this kind of stuff. But again, when I saw it was your name, I jumped on it and took it over personally. So I really appreciate that you're going to be here. So other than the treat of having you here in town, is this a new album that you're putting out? Okay, so tell us about that.
So the record came out in March,
Okay.
and it's called Beneath the Skin.
Okay.
It's my first record of original music.
Okay.
I've been covering standards my whole
Okay.
and so this is the first time that I have, written my own songs, and it was time to tell my story. So I have a tune on there that I for my granddaughter, for all my granddaughters actually, called Dog and Love.
Okay.
There's a tune on there called Here's Your Hat, What's Your there's a tune on there called Black Iris. And they're all picking my life.
Okay.
There's just stories that have come out of my experience of thinking, and I'm very proud of this record.
Okay. Okay. And give us the name again, because since it might be a little issue with the sound, let's make sure we get that out. So the name of the album,
Beneath the Skin.
Beneath the Skin.
The Skin.
And it was released in March of this year.
Right.
And you're doing a Midwest tour promoting it, and you're going to be here at the Aretha Jazz Cafe downtown Detroit on September the 8th. And what time this all that's going to be? When you look it up, everybody, you're going to see the time and everything. I'm just trying to get you ahead of the game because it's a quaint, intimate spot, and the seats are limited. I can tell you, I know this place quite well, and it's only 100 seats. So and so you got to get your tickets fast. So Beneath the Skin. Now it's a given you can sing, right? But so is this going to be? Are you switching up a new style, or is this going to be the Nina that everybody knows and loves, or you got some new twist to give them, or?
Well, sister got a new twist.
I mean, like for instance, the album is it gonna be like would we say jazz, or is it gonna be like, okay, you got a little pop flavor in there, keeping up with the times and stuff like
No,
that?
I mean, I think after all time, I have begun to identify my own person. So it's going to be Nina Freeland singing her music, a little quirky,
Okay.
but always in the tradition.
Okay.
So I'm going over there, and I'm not going over there.
Okay.
Um, we need new stories, and I'm just so grateful that I'm still here. Some
I was
people
go.
at my age are retired. They're not here on the planet anymore. So as long as I grow, as the old say, as long as the blood is warm in my veins, I'm going to be out here sharing this local culture and this music that belongs to everybody, but is birthed from the Black experience.
Okay, I'm glad you said that. And from what I know of your career, just like I said, from the days of my mom up to you, always were expressing and part of the black experience. I have to say that, right? So that was kind. Your reputation was, it was, you proud to be black, right? So I got you, and I got to put a pin. I got to circle back to your longevity and all this stuff because I want to make sure I spend time on this project now. So I have to ask this for the people who want to know, why is it called Beneath the Skin?
Mm. Well, sometimes we deal with this, right? Just remember that Beauty's on DVD.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This is what lies beneath. These are personal stories.
Okay.
I'll tell you a little bit about one of the songs. So I have three granddaughters, and longest one was so interested in this Disney movie.
Mm-hmm.
And she just wanted the dress, singing the songs. And I thought to myself, where is the music for my little granddaughter? And I thought to myself, sometimes when you have observation, you have an observation. I was like, maybe Lon, you need a song to celebrate little girl like just joy, jump and be in your beautiful stuff, just the way you. So I wrote a song for her, for everybody who has a little girl inside of them that was never represented. So the song is dark and lovely, sweet and comely. That's my baby. People can't see. So I mean, only I've written that, but I'm writing personal and sharing it as verse.
And the reason why it's resonating with me now, like I could feel it, how you express it and say it. That's what's making me smile on the inside, because even how you tell the story of how the organics of how the album came about, now I can't wait to hear the album, because like you told that evolution with so much passion and put the Nina in it. So I'm waiting now. I want to see the performance now. So okay, you kind of threw me a little bit, but in a good way. So Beneath the Skin, is it less? It's out now. How can they listen? How can they purchase the
It's available everywhere. You're streaming
So
all the
Apple,
places. Yeah,
Spotify, all of that.
everywhere.
Okay, and so they can get that, and you also have a book, right?
Yes, yes.
So let's talk about the book.
So the book and the album are coming from the same creative breath.
Okay.
The book is called Beneath the Skin of Sorrow.
Okay.
I lost my husband in 2019. He passed away. And living in this world without your soulmate is more than enough. And it happened around COVID. So this book is another aspect of my storytelling. I tell stories in music, but this is my first exercise in writing. So I stories, short stories, essays, poems, and it's organized like a jazz beat. What I learned is that the things that I learned being a musician, the things I learned on the band are what have helped me through my grief. My life is telling me, baby, you need to change the key. Baby, you may need to late. You may need to slow the rhythm down or speed the rhythm of your life because things are different. Improvisation. Nobody tells you that you can improvise your grief. But I'm here to tell you, the things that I learned, the tools that I had as a jazz musician, that is what saved my life.
Okay.
So that's what the book is about.
So which came first, the book or the album?
The album.
Okay. So I guess the book is just the depth, the remainder of everything that you couldn't condense into the song. It was just all that was left to say.
Absolutely.
Okay. And so you felt that strong and heavy about it that you had to keep going, and that's how the book came about. So if they,
the book saved my life. I didn't say my life. I mean, I was needing a positive outlet.
Mhm.
And it's just a creative. It's not so far from singing, writing. It's interesting. All of us have stories.
Okay.
All of us.
Okay. Is it fair to say that they should go hand in hand? If somebody really wants to feel the music and really appreciate the music for this album that you just Beneath the Skin, then the book is the great complement so they can really understand the music? Or is it vice versa, to really understand the depth of the book, then they should listen to the music?
I just artists create, and they create forms.
Mhm.
A lot of times we consume the music, but we don't know where it's coming from. We don't know what the artist had in mind when they created it. So it's just another way to experience an artist.
Okay.
And I don't think you need them both. But if you got them both, I'd be glad about it.
Yeah. No, I asked that because the Nexus Form both came around the same time, and they are connected and entwined. So that's why I was saying that. It's just like, when it's a good movie, usually the good movies come from the books, and you can't really appreciate the book until you see the movie and vice versa,
Yeah,
so that's why I asked that.
I
But
hear.
and how can we find you when you gone out of Detroit and we still need to find you and we still need to support you and all that? How do the fans stay in touch with you?
I have a website, which is Nina.com, NNENA dot com,
Okay,
and all the information is there.
so let me repeat it back on my end. Just so it's Nina, NNENNA, and
Dot
dot
com.
com.
That's
That's it.
it.
Nina.com. So everybody, it's a unique spelling. So I'm gonna say it again. NNENNA.com.
That's it.
Nina.com. Okay. And now we know you're gonna bring the fire on the 8th. We know it's all you. It's not gonna be no warm ups. You don't need none of that. So everybody spending their money, they getting all the minute, down to the minute, they getting you. Okay, cool. We got that up close and personal. You get there early, you get to get seat right at the stage or somewhere. It's it's a good seat all throughout the house. Drinks and everything right there. You don't have to get up. So you get your money's worth coming there. We got that established. And if you love her, she's getting ready to hit you. She says she's not coming to play. So it's going to be a good time.
It's gonna
So
be fun.
tickets on sale now. Aretha's Jazz Cafe in Detroit at the Music Hall, downtown Detroit. Everybody that's from this area knows it. Um, her music is available on all the outlets: Spotify, Apple, YouTube, etc., etc. And it's the book is Beneath the Skin, and you get both. The book is that the name of the book as well?
No, the book is Needless to Sorrow. Improvisation on loss.
Okay, so we got all that, and I'm gonna come back to it again before it's over with. But I got to get to this part, right? That I've been simmering over here. It's been a long time since you've been here in Detroit, but you've been working, traveling all the time, right? Took grandmother, wife, mother, all that. You managed to do all of that successfully, still tour the world for 55 years doing jazz and entertainment, making movies, doing plays, writing songs, composing music, I guess for other people, writing a book, all these things, right? And your name still rings in serious circles with people who appreciate talent and art. But no scandal, no salacious gossips and all this time. And
Not
so
yet.
how do you how did you navigate your career to be so popular, so worldly, but not part of the typical stuff?
I don't. God, and it's still time for scandal. I might scandal.
Okay, okay.
No, it's I'm doing it. I was put on this planet sing. So it's as simple and as complicated as that. A lot of people say it for the reason. I can only speak for myself. I came here
Okay.
and that
Let's
I
take it
was able
personal
to
with
have
you.
a successful marriage and lovely kids, lovely grandkids is grace.
And,
It's
and,
great.
and I'm saying that this is the teachable moment of the show. I always try to have, I don't want it to just be entertainment and stuff. I always, because of my own personal history, I always try to get to some meaningful dialogue and points of it. But like, let's say you came here to sing. Okay, so you weren't trying to socialize or have nothing else going on, but just you personally, how did you stay humble when you a superstar, when you're around all these other legendary people and all these big egos and all these grand places and just doing all that stuff? How did you keep your feet? How did you stay on the ground? How did you stay level and know to make the decision, hey, I came to sing and to do this and not all this other stuff?
Well, first of all, people are very confused about the word humble.
Okay.
Humble means of the earth. It means grounded.
Okay.
So if you are other than that, you are not very stable. I receive my blessing, great I am. If it was a great night, you enjoyed, that was being an open vessel from something that's mystery. That's not needed.
Okay.
That's a fluke. So understanding that keeps you connected to something bigger than you.
And thank you for educating me about the word humble. And that's what I like. I like to entertain, and I want my show to be popular, and that's why I do it myself, because I want to do it my way without the other people. And I have a focus too. And like, even normally, I'm not seen. I've gone through different phases trying to work this out, and recently I removed myself from the screen. But I had to jump in today with you due to circumstance, and because I just wanted to be seen next to you whatever way I can do it.
I appreciate
That's the reason why I did it. But I really appreciate you breaking that down and saying that. And as a man, I can admire women with dignity and things, because this new plateau for me. I haven't always been so respectful in things, publicly or privately. So I can, and it's intriguing to me. And for the men that watch this, I know women probably get your message, and I know women probably kind of admire you and things more so than a man, and for different reasons. But to hear you say wife, like, not everybody's married, but like devoted wife, mom, grandma, successful artist, all of this stuff, attractive, and then you still like classy, and so I've seen some of your album covers and pictures of you, and they kind of sexy, and you just like everything I imagined about you. Because remember what I said, see the album cover, see the pictures, see all that stuff, but when I hear your voice and I hear you singing, it's like you don't have to tell anybody what's happening with you. They feel it and get the message. Oh, she's classy, she's respectful, she's all this stuff, right? So I had to say all that to say, it's really admirable, especially in this day and age. Like, even how you doing this interview is a different level than what the energy normally is, and I appreciate it, and it's all in a good way. I'm trying to articulate what I mean to say, but it's everything you're saying is coming through, even when somebody looks at you and all that kind of stuff. So I think women should get your book, and I don't even know what it's about all the way except what you said, but I think it probably convey what you'll be a good role model for women. That's what I think. And the reason I said women is not to be biased or chauvinistic. It's because men need to get lessons and stuff from different sources that's gonna hit them close to home. But I think, I really mean that. I think the women, especially young girls, young ladies, especially if they plan to be in the entertainment business, maybe they should know more about you. And I know you teach master classes and things like that. So by you being passionate about the youth and you being passionate about art and education, oh man, what happened? Okay, there you go. Do you ever segue? We only got a few minutes, but do you ever segue your entertainment to teach life lessons?
Yes. I work with singers and instruments also about the business side of things.
Okay.
The music business is everything it is to get you on that stage.
Okay.
And some of it one, some of it is work. Things you need to know.
Okay.
So people have talent, and I think autism is important, but it's not important.
Okay. Huh?
Well, there's a business of things. You know how to read that.
Yeah. And
You have an understanding about how royalties. Do you understand the nature of music publishing?
Mm-hmm.
All of these things are part of the business. That if you didn't learn it, someone who cared about you, you just didn't learn it. We have so many stories about people being ripped off. Oh, I didn't know. I had no idea. And then it's the spiritual part of being in this business. Why are you here?
Yeah.
What are you here?
Well,
you can say.
We're at the end of the show. So I want to say this real quick. I want to let everybody know again. September the 8th, Detroit, Michigan, at the Aretha Jazz Cafe, Nina Freelon will be here. One time only show, no opening acts. She's going to do it all by herself. It's been a long time since she's been in Detroit, so this show is for real. It's for everybody who wants to get a ticket. But I'm going to say this is for jazz connoisseurs. This is straight, no chaser type of jazz. And it's from a true artist and a dignified, sophisticated woman, if I say so myself. And she promised that it was she coming to slay. So I think that's good enough. I don't need to say anything else. Her music is out there on every outlet. You can reach her as a fan or for business promotions at Nina.com. That's NNENA. No, I'm sorry. NNENNA.com. There we go. And I look forward to meeting you in person and seeing you on the 8th. And thank you for doing this interview with me. Thank you for educating me and for being a good, perfect example of a woman in femininity and class. I really mean that. I really admire you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, beloved. I'm seeing you in just a little bit.
Okay, I'll see you in about a week.
All right.
Good night.
Bye.
And I gotta slip out of here.